Hey, welcome back to the Miss Podcast. This is Brian.
This is Daryl, DJ Jesse.
What was that?
I have no idea what I was saying.
What just
Dude,
happened?
we've been
Did you
gone
have a
for 2.5
stroke?
weeks.
Hey,
We've
look.
been gone for 2.5 weeks because of reasons.
I had to go to the beach.
And I had to say something. I don't care.
I had to
I
go.
don't care.
I had to go get sun for my pasty white legs.
Dude, just hop in the tanning machine or
Ew,
put on some of that
gross.
spray tan like
Hard
Hulk
pass.
Hogan used to.
Hard pass. So,
Brother.
I had to get in the ocean, brother. I had to get my Johnny D's waffles and omelets or whatever on.
Yeah.
I had to
so
I had to dominate the girls in mini golf. One of the places we played, I was 6 under par. And the closest one was like let's say out of 36, it was I won by 12 strokes to the closest one.
Good grief.
So I got to the point where I was just playing left-handed.
Mr. Tryhard over here.
I wasn't even trying that hard. Anyway, it was fun though. It's a good time. As Buffy would say, fun for a boy and a girl. Anyway, how are you?
We're doing great.
Yeah.
We are Venom.
So, Daryl, tonight you decide.
I did watch the promo, or not promos, but the trailers from Gamescom, or not Gamescom. Why am I saying Gamescom? Sony State of Play from Tuesday. The Wolverine, I sent you that one.
That looks sick. Like,
yeah,
dude, if y'all haven't seen the Wolverine gameplay video, it's on YouTube. Go track it down and watch it. As we know, I'm not the biggest Wolversuck fan. This is day one buy, and I'm gonna have fun just tearing people apart.
Yeah, I hope we get to play as like Omega Red and Sabretooth as well. That'd be so
cool.
much fun.
That would be cool.
I did read
Yeah.
that they said the X-Men do not exist in this universe, so
But Jean
doesn't
Grey's
mean we
in
won't.
there.
I know it doesn't mean we won't see other characters that were X-Men, but the X-Men as a group do not. Apparently, again, that's what the guy said. The other one was that I wasn't sure about. I was very tepid on when I heard about it, but God of War Laufey, which is Laufey is the in Norse mythology the mother of Loki and was Kratos's wife in God of War 2018. We really didn't see her much in the 2 God of War games because she died at the beginning of the first one.
Right.
So the idea, and I really love this idea, is that she dies and goes to the place that gods go where they die when they die. So that could have a lot of gods from different pantheons. I mean, just think of like American Gods, that show, or there was an episode of
I would love
Supernatural.
to think of American Gods, but I never watched it.
Yeah, there was a show. There was an episode of Supernatural where they dealt with, they had all these gods from different, from like Egyptian gods, the Sumatrian, like Norse, all that. It was really cool. So that idea, the gameplay looks good. Let's just hope that they don't reverse nerf Kratos. I'll just put it as that way.
Definitely gonna nerf Kratos. Come on, he's a white male action hero.
Well, I mean, he's the ghost of Sparta. He's Spartan, so he's not really white.
He's Greek, so close enough to people.
So he wouldn't. Basically, he would. So basically, they wouldn't have cast him in the Odyssey because he's Greek.
Well, they would have cast Ellen Page to play him. Oh my gosh, dude! Everything I see about the movie, it gets worse too.
You know what I'm excited for? They just announced Arrow Video a 4K version of Troy.
Ooh.
And I already pre-ordered it.
Interesting. I still haven't watched that.
Yeah. So I don't think it comes out until August. So because I would absolutely be watching that on opening night of the Odyssey, because I honestly have no interest in watching that movie or in going to see it, I should say. I will watch it when it comes on streaming. But that was a movie last year. It was on my list. of I was excited for it, and then the more stuff comes out, I have no interest in going to spend money on watching that.
Sure. So I can get on board with not spending money to watch things. I did buy. I haven't watched it yet. I bought the How to Make a Killing on Apple yesterday because it was $9.99. It's the one with Glenn Powell.
Yeah,
where he's like the bastard, like estranged whatever cousin
Come
of a
on,
billionaire.
say it like Sir Alistair Thorne.
You're a bastard.
Bastard.
The bastard of Winterfell. Anyway, yeah, he got God though. So anyway, yeah. So, do you want to get started?
To quote Ghost from Modern Warfare 2, let's do this.
All right, so we are talking about season 2. Actually, most of the stuff we're talking about today is from Amazon Prime, so I'm just going to get that out of the way. We are talking about season 2.
I didn't
talking about season 2 of Citadel, episodes 1 and 2. This is done by the Russos, and I gotta say, one of my favorite things about this show is that the episodes are only a half hour long.
Oh my god!
No, they're like exciting. It's like because it gets to the end and you're like, God damn, I want more.
Dude, Stanley Tucci is the original John Wick. He did not miss a shot.
No.
Good grief.
No. And I have a new favorite character. His name is Hutch.
Oh. He puts it on a little thick, but I like him. I wish he would tone down about 8 to 10%, just because I've seen that character so many times in other things.
Yeah.
But I do like Jack Rayner. Like Rayner?
Jack Rayner, yeah.
Yeah, I do like him.
If you do recall, we hated him in Transformers.
Dude, he was awful in that movie.
When he kept slipping into his Irish accent.
Dude, he was really, really bad in that movie.
Yeah.
Like, really bad.
Yeah.
And I've seen him in other stuff since then, and I was like, dude, is this the same guy? Did he have a twin brother who he lost a bet with and took his role? Because, yeah.
Maybe.
But, I mean, let's be honest. Like, you think about it, Anasawa, again, going back to her in the first season of in Shogun versus Legacy of Monsters. Now, she did do a lot better in season 2.
Right.
But totally different. So that happens sometimes. So.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, all things considered, I actually do like the Hutch character. I knew the second he got on the screen, I was like, oh yeah, this is Brian. Who's Brian's talking about?
Oh yeah, I mean he was great. He's like he reminds me of Little Nicky from A Clockwork Orange, because I just imagine him walking around just killing people, singing in the rain. I'm singing in the rain.
Yeah, he's definitely a sociopath.
Oh, 100%, and I love it. I'm here for it. Let's go. Let's go. Anyway, but yeah. So all right. I gotta say, like, I'm really sad. We're just gonna get this out of the way. There's no more of this show. This is it. It's 2 seasons. I really liked the first season. I enjoyed the first 2 episodes, even though I watched them a couple weeks ago, and just kind of life got in the way of getting back to it. But there's something about when Amazon really believes in a show, and the quality that they put into the filmmaking.
So what happened with Rings of Power then?
I mean, the filmmaking wasn't that good. It looked like shit.
Yeah, exactly.
So because they didn't care, like the Jack Ryan stuff. Which there's a Jack Ryan movie out. I just saw.
Yeah, I do want to watch that.
I want to watch that. I still got to finish season 5 of Jack Ryan, but
I still got to finish seasons 2, 3, 4, and 5. So.
Anyway, but like Jack Ryan looked great. Reacher actually has its own look to it. It doesn't look cheap, but I think it looks great. We're going to talk about it later this episode. I think Spider-Noir looks great, and that might be the last good thing I say about it. But you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like there's things out there that we've watched. The Boys looks great.
Sometimes.
Usually.
Like the last couple of seasons, you look back on The Boys and and the care, especially the first 3 seasons. And again, I'm not saying the last 2 were crap all the way around because of how bad the seasons were or episodes, but it took a step back, visually versus the first 3 seasons. So like it wasn't as consistent. I'll put it that. Let me just put it that. Not as consistent.
Sure. But getting back to it, so Hutch is looking for a guy named Paolo Braga, and I was like, where the fuck is Vin Diesel? Braga is back. He got out of jail. This is why we haven't seen Brian O'Connell in any other movies. He tracked him down and he got his revenge, but it was not the same Braga, and I was sad. Or in the case of Alan Richardson, I was Thad. Okay, Kevin. But yeah, so I like this scene where he walks in, where Hutch like walks into like whatever it is, the bar, the club, it was a very John Wick scene, right? And he walks in and just starts like just killing people. It's like, what's happening here?
So overall, what I liked, it's been so long. I would have loved to have gone back and watched, if I could have, first season again before it started, but it just came up on me so fast. It's like, oh
yeah, because
you're the one that I think told me, hey, this started already.
You didn't have 2 weeks to rewatch it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, before I watched it.
I'm teasing.
So I really like getting back. They really pretty much throw you into it. You have because we found out at the end of last season, spoiler, that Mason was the one that actually sold out Citadel and got all those agents killed. And it was because, and I some of this stuff I forgot about, his father being burned alive by Citadel, and
right.
Him telling, and his mother being part of Manticore and all that stuff. And and Nadia finds out, because she's on the run with their daughter, and like just that scene, where they finally come face to face. And again, he's trying to live his, and I'm putting this in parentheses, his normal life with his wife, what is her name? Abby. Yeah.
Abby.
It's such a cluster, like this whole situation, because they can't, him and Abby have a daughter, but they can't see her because it would put her in danger. Well, at the same time, he has a daughter with Nadia, who's basically backpacking with Nadia and almost gets killed because of it. So, and Nadia, she pretty much has an axe to grind with him.
Oh yeah, I mean,
understandably, like finding out that your husband and the father of your daughter is responsible for the death of, what did they say, over 1,000 of your agents, or something along those lines. Yeah, that's, and again with him, and again because you go back to last year, neither one of them remembered their previous life because of the fail safe that they had in them.
Yeah.
So I really want to see how this gets resolved, because, and like you said, this is it. I mean, this is all we have of Citadel.
Yeah.
And
I assume it gets resolved.
Yeah,
because they knew. So they knew going in.
Okay, so yeah, it wasn't a surprise to them. So Citadel reminds me a little bit. I know you didn't watch it because he's your least favorite guy in the world, which I get. Simu Liu in the Copenhagen test. It reminds me of that, or I should say, because Citadel came first and the Copenhagen test, came like at the end of last year, this year, and beginning of this year. They had that very similar vibe where it's a step down in the sense of overall storytelling from a streaming, what you would want from a Paramount Plus show. But at the same time, it has elements of network TV shows, both of them.
Yeah.
That's not a positive or a negative. That's just, that's just what it is. You can tell if you've watched enough network shows, you can see it in there.
Well, like with the Citadel, right? Like the scene where Bernard is like going full John Wick, right? And it's like you're watching the over-the-shoulder third-person shooter. Like the camera is following him exactly like that, and that really stuck out to me. But then my favorite part is, he rescues himself essentially. Hutch rolls up. Oh, I rescued you. And then throws a couple grenades into the building and takes off. But
So,
yeah.
and again, and basically the tenet of this season, I mean, other than the obviously, the Mason Nadia thing and how that's going to get resolved.
Right.
You have, like you said, you have this new character, Braga, who is wanting the Citadel technology, and it's been a couple weeks. Like, is he either he's working for, collaborating with, or it just happenstance with Manticore?
Yeah, I think like Manticore is still like, because I haven't watched past season episode 2. So,
me neither.
So Manticore is still like in the background there, but now this Braga guy is, like, give me the knock list.
That's a nice little callback.
But yeah, I will say, like, Abby with like the truck stop scene in the second episode was interesting, and Mason showing up and then someone taking off with the kid. Learning more about Bernard learning more about, Mason learning more about Bernard was, because Bernard's not all, sunshine and rainbows either. So I think it's really cool because, like, I liked the first season, how the mystery unfolded, right?
Yeah.
Because you were thinking one thing the whole time, and like there wasn't really like a red herring moment in the first season, but then like when he got the memory back, it wasn't quite like, he still didn't get the memory back right away, which was really interesting. And then how do you pronounce her name? Priyanka Chopra or Jonas. Yeah. She's like really good. Like, she was like the Top Chef lady, right?
She was what?
She was like the Top Chef. She was the host of Top Chef, right? Or one of those.
Oh, I don't know. I think she was on the show like that. Yeah, I think so.
But
she was a host.
Yeah. One, she's a dime piece, just an absolute dime piece. Actually, you know what I know her from is the Dwayne the Croc Johnson Baywatch movie. She was the bad guy.
I don't remember her from that.
Yeah, she's the bad guy. She's like the evil rich lady,
Oh, quick aside.
Yeah.
Stephen Amell is having a Baywatch show coming out later on, either this year or next year.
Is he going to play, is he Hobie grown up?
I don't know. I saw that, and yes.
Because like Hobie's like our age. Like, I mean, I don't know about the actor, but like Hobie would be like our age now.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll be ready. Anyway, all right. So let's look at this in as a rating. So let's say, Daryl, out of 5, is Hutch the new Mason Kane? What do you give this one?
I give it a. Oh, I did not even put my score in here.
Crazy chicken peasy.
Now I'll have to go back and double check. I gave it a 6.2 out of 10. Solid. Again, there are so many open threads here, and again, they have 5 episodes, but it drew my interest back from being away from it for a while. So I am looking forward to seeing how they resolve these issues, because there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of very cool things they can do. Mm-hmm. Hopefully they do it. And so 6.2 out of 10.
Nice. Yeah, I like it. I did a 7, just straight 7 out of 10. I liked it. I'm also a sucker for the 3 things that get me: heist movies, swords and sandals, spies.
Yes.
So, but anyway, so yeah, I mean, not bad. I can't I'm kind of excited to get back into it. So you know what I've been doing instead of watching all of this stuff is, on vacation, I decided, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start watching The 100 again. Because I never finished it.
Yeah.
And,
I never did either.
I will say this. There is a massive amount of body horror in that show. Like, people eating chips in their heads, people having worms busting out of their guts, people seeing other people's blood and bone marrow and other, and so I was like, I didn't know. It's like it's not sci-fi. It's horror. People getting spaced. Anyway, that's just a quick aside. But yeah, so instead of like watching like the full season of this and the full season of Spider-Noir, like I've just been watching the 100. So, but yeah. So I don't know. I think 7 out of 10 is a great score for this. We got some new characters. We have some new threads. There's still some threads that were left from the first season that are dangling participles at this point. So I'm really interested to see where it goes.
Yeah.
All right, ready to move on?
Yes.
All right, we're going to talk about our least favorite topic of the week: the boys. The boys. Let's just do this because we're going to be quick. Daryl, for the series finale, episode 8 of The Boys, season 5. Out of 5, when Clark loses his powers, he whoops Lex's ass. When Homelander does, he's a bitch. What do you give this?
It's to echo Tyrone Magnus when he talks about a bad show or a movie. Mm-hmm. It's a big old pile of trash. 1 out of 5.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Same.
Absolutely terrible.
Terrible.
Terrible. Going to Charles Barkley. Terrible.
Daryl, it's terrible.
This was an absolute embarrassment of a finale for a show that started off so well for the first 2 seasons. I even say first 3 seasons. I didn't like season 4. We know that. And this season was such an up and down. 2 of the worst episodes in recent memory of any show I've seen, sprinkled in with some actually pretty dang good episodes.
Oh yeah.
And the fact that the series finale was as bad as it was. Mm-hmm. I don't even know where to start. You start with the Homelander thing. You start with him losing his powers. You start with him, the fact that he couldn't cut Kimiko in half after he did just that a few episodes beforehand.
Well, but now she's got the nuclear power, so she's got extra powers.
So you think Homelander, Bomb Sight just took Butcher for a ride when he tried to hold him with his little tentacles, which by the way Butcher was using only 2, don't know why.
I do,
and Homelander couldn't. Fair. That's fair. I mean, you go with that, or Huey and what's her name, Annie. Also the whole Deep thing, absolute.
The only good thing about the Deep thing was when he was gonna go save that, like he was like sitting on the dock or whatever, and the hammerhead shark with Samuel L. Jackson's voice comes up, and he's like, "Hey Kevin, why don't you get in the water? Let's go for a swim." Yeah. And he's like, "You motherfucker, if you get in here, we're gonna kill you." So
yeah. So you have the Deep, who, and I didn't remember. I actually went back after somebody said this. Who swam down to the Marinara Trench.
Yeah,
dude would be stronger than Homelander.
Yeah,
like that's not a question.
But we know about the power scaling issues with Robert Kirkman.
Which, yes, you're absolutely right. You're 100% right. And how does it end? It ends with Annie pregnant, going to fight crime with her and Huey's baby, who they name Robin.
Yeah. That
what the fuck?
Really weird. These are people who do not they don't have children. They don't want children. They're never around children. They don't have any kind of love is a thing in our lives. No, they just have debauchery and penises.
Enough of that in this freaking show.
Yeah, right.
So I don't know. Do you think I didn't like it?
I give it a 1 out of 5. Actually, I had it at a half. But then I liked how the Deep died. So
I thought that actually was even dumber. Just
what did I tell you? What did I say? I said the Deep went out doing what he loved, getting tentacles shoved up somebody's ass.
I mean, this is not anime. Come on.
No. Anyway, all right. So for the season, season 5 out of 10. Thank God it's over.
I got it at a 5.8. Again, this season was so weird because, like I said, there were 2 episodes that we both gave 1s to.
Oh yeah.
Or you might have gave 1.5 to that one, the other one.
I think I gave a 0.5 to that one.
Okay, a 0.5.
I was pretty
but
low.
Then
there were a couple of these episodes I was pretty low on.
Yeah, and then there were episodes that were rated pretty high. It was just very inconsistent. Just a myriad of stuff where it was like, this happens because the script says it, and it had no like logic to it at all. I mean, you have Soldier Boy.
So episode 6, right?
And
we were both. That was the one with bomb sight and everything.
Yeah.
I gave it a 4.12, and you gave it a 3.4. The episode 7, we both gave 1.5s to.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm just kind of looking back. With episode. Oh, the one with if only Moose could do such a thing. With the Supernatural Boys, we both gave that a 1 as well.
Okay, so, that was the one. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, come on, guys. Like, there was some quality to this show at one point, and then what happened?
I mean, I love season 1. I really, really liked season 2. Season 3, I thought I liked it.
Yeah.
And then season 4 was bad to me. I didn't like season 4 at all. And this season was it was up and down. And the downs were absolutely atrocious. And like you said, what happened?
Right.
Like, dude, I don't understand in shows and movies when you see it on the screen. And again, if you're playing it for laughs, if you're playing it, tongue in cheek, that's one thing. But if you're trying to be serious about something and have your show, even if it has laughs, that you can still be serious and be funny. And there are things that happen in this show, in this season, where how did somebody in the writer's room not raise their hand and say, this doesn't make a damn bit of sense?
I don't know.
I truly don't get how this happens so much when we see it in movies and shows.
Yeah.
Like, this legit doesn't make sense. This just happened this episode ago, and now this is happening, which completely contradicts what happened a few episodes. And we know about, like you said, the power scaling. We get that in a lot of stuff. But it was so egregious in this one.
Oh yeah.
That I don't know. But I mean, I still thought the season was okay. But it could have been really, really good. I don't know. Just need better writers or people that won't, non-yes men, and just say I almost said Kirkman, Kripke, this doesn't make sense. We can't do this. This is stupid.
Yeah.
So what do you say?
For the season, what I give it? I gave it a 6.22. Because there were some episodes I really liked.
Right. Yeah.
So,
and again, there were parts of episodes that I didn't like. That the whole Seth Rogen thing, I couldn't stand that episode. But
yeah, well,
I mean, that was,
we can't really stand Seth Rogen in general,
right?
So
that was a little, yeah.
He's not good. He's bad. So anyway, all right.
But he's in Animal Farm, which that instantly made me not want to watch it.
All right. So then, for the series, The Boys on Amazon. So out of 10, The Boys on Amazon Prime, a catalog of missed opportunity.
As bad for me as the last 2 seasons were, I still gave it a 7 out of 10 because it started off so strong. It was a study of that whole idea of absolute power and how power can corrupt certain people, especially people who don't have the strongest cores of morality anyway, or in this case of Homelander. And that was and like you said, missed opportunities. the way they treated Homelander in the first few seasons and versus what they did in the last couple, and we absolutely know why
Oh,
it
yeah.
devolved into what it did. Homelander could, and again, from the comic, Homelander was a tragic figure.
Right.
In the sense of, dude was like, yes, he was narcissistic and all that stuff.
There
But
was a scene of him jerking off on the edge of like a gargoyle on a skyscraper. And everyone's like, yes, let's go. Right. Like,
right.
And then we get like what we ended up with. Like, I am God. I am God. I have to get the V1 to be God. And like, no.
That was legit the dumbest plot point. I can't think of a dumber plot point for a show's character.
I mean,
and how they in recent memory. I'm trying to think of it.
Yeah. I mean, I got one, but it's for later.
Well, to be fair, you know what else was that really grinded my gears like this? Sam and Dean, having a fist fight with God at the end of Supernatural.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid.
Stupid.
But anyway, yeah. But yeah, this series was good. Like overall,
yeah.
As I will absolutely watch the first 3 seasons again. Definitely the first 2. Probably the first 3.
I mean, watching Homegirl get like decapitated and like turned into a multi-amputee by Ryan. Like, I'm gonna watch that. That was great. Like, all these libtards are out there like, punch a Nazi. Let's just watch The Boys. They cut a Nazi's arms and legs clean off. You should probably be coming on your TV set watching it. Anyway, but yeah, good times. All right, are you ready to move on to the very next topic? All right, we are going to be talking about episodes 1 and 2 of Spider-Noir.
Oh, yes.
I have a typo in my score.
Oh, this one was another one of those that snuck up on me. And it's just like Citadel did, where you told me, you're like, dude, Citadel's back. This one, I just happened to turn on the TV, and it happened to be like one of the ads on the, on that, the home screen of my TV where it's like Spider-Noir. I was like, what? It's like, oh, it started already.
I thought this was coming out next year.
No, I knew it was coming out this. Yeah, I knew it was coming out this. I just didn't know when.
It's on my list of 2026 shows to watch. So.
Yeah, it surprised me. So I was like, okay, let's see how this is. And I really like the first 2 episodes. Next week when we talk about the remainder of the series as a whole, yes, I'll make my thoughts on it known. But I did like this. This is one of those shows that if you're looking at it from the lens of expecting a modern show, and I don't mean modern in the pejorative way as we tend to do sometimes with modern audiences and all that stuff, but just how shows are made in the modern part, in the modern vein. This is not, you can't look at it like this.
Right.
You have to look at this show like you would look at the Maltese Falcon, like you would look at Casablanca, those movies like that, those movies in the 50s and such, where it's a tad bit at times overacting. It's
Nicolas Cage, of course there's gonna be overacting.
Which is why he was perfect for this role.
Absolutely. So yeah,
and black and white.
Yeah,
and that's the other thing real quick I will say, watch this in black and white.
So there's two options depending on what device you're using to stream it. On the Apple TV, you can watch it in black and white or in color. I watched the first episode in color. The second episode I watched the first episode in black and white. The second episode I actually turned on accidentally. I hit color and immediately switched back to black and white, like after one frame. So I was like, wait a second, this is just not going to work for me. Because he's black and white. I know he's black. His colors are black and white, but he's black and white everywhere he goes and Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Like he's never in color. That's the beauty of it.
Right.
But All right. So Ben Riley is a former vigilante turned private investigator, and he's drawn to dangerous cases involving organized crime, corruption, and mysterious women connected to a growing criminal conspiracy. I liked the first episode. I liked the very end of the second episode.
Okay.
I just like, I don't know. I'm not into it yet. It's a slow burn. You know, it's 100% a slow burn, but I'm here for the slow burn. Don't get me wrong. But I'm glad all 8 episodes are out because I am going to try and like binge through several in a row, just to see if that makes it better. But
I actually had to a couple times force myself to stop watching because I wanted to savor it.
So I didn't get to that point yet. I would like to get there. So maybe that's episode 3. So anyway, but I will say I love Nicolas Cage. He's perfect for this role. I love his assistant.
Oh crap. What is her name? Her name is Karen Rodriguez, but her real name. But what is?
Hold on, I got it right here. Janet Ruiz. Yeah. So I like Janet. You know, I liked when she brought the cop the burgers or the deli sandwiches, and he's like,
Yeah.
You know, my wife told me I shouldn't be eating them, and she goes, take him back. He goes, but you ate my wife. Like that was a funny scene. Like I want more of that.
Yeah.
I like Lamorne Morris as Robbie Robertson. He was great as Winston in New Girl.
Yes, he was.
Underrated. He's probably the most underrated character in New Girl.
Yes.
He doesn't get enough, but yeah. And I like seeing like the different like spider villains showing up, like Kane Marco. I like how he's slowly turning into Stand. Brendan Gleeson, like I'm a big fan of whenever Brendan Gleeson shows up as Silvermane. So, you know, I mean, there is good. And my score just reflects how I feel just about these first 2 episodes. Like, I definitely am not going to like stop watching because I didn't like it or anything. Like, I don't hate it. I just, I'm not.
You're more wait and see mode.
I am. Like, I'm what's the word? I'm cautious but optimistic.
Yeah. And that's fair. I mean, some people I know will just be turned off from just the way it's, just the atmosphere of it, which is fine if that's not. But again, I'm one of those, like when you were talking about sword and sandals and, heists and spies, how you love. I love the old shows. It's one of the reasons the first 2 episodes of WandaVision really struck for me. Was because it reminded me of those I Dream of Jeannie.
And that's what I wanted for this, like to
that.
have that. Like I will say one of the interesting things about this show is the guy who is Silvermane's like consigliere. Winston is the character's name.
Yeah.
Do you know who that actor is?
That is Lucas Haas.
That's the little kid from Witness.
Yes.
So,
I know.
I was like, is that the kid from like he looks the same?
He really does.
He's just like he really like. And then Scott MacArthur is one of Silvermane's henchmen. He's the one who he threw the toaster at. Scott MacArthur. He's like he was in the show The Mick with Caitlin Olsen from It's Always Sunny. Like whenever he shows up in things, it's funny. He's also Ness in Running Point.
Oh yeah, which was funny. I was like, because that's what the first when I saw him, I was like, dude, that's Ness. What's he doing on here?
Yeah, and he was the hockey coach in Rooster. So, which you haven't watched Rooster, guys, yet. Like Rooster's a really good show. Like
that's on my list.
It's a really, really good show. But But yeah, so I love the noir aspect thing. Like I love how like in everything I've read about it, they're like Maltese Falcon, Maltese Falcon, Maltese Falcon. It's like, yeah, it's great. It's got that. It's got the Casablanca feel to it. Like you would think I would have just immediately fallen in love with this, and I'm just
And it
not
has
there
the
yet.
James Bond theme song
Yeah.
type thing. I love
So
that theme song.
I like
I
the
love it.
opening
The intro.
credits. I think the opening
Yeah,
credits are really good. I like the use of the little spider crawling around to remind him that he's
yeah,
a spider. Even his Spidey sense was done well.
yeah. Eight episodes. I watched those credits every time.
You watched all 8 already? Oh wow.
Oh yeah, dude.
So
Like
anyway,
I absolutely yeah.
but
So
yeah,
but yeah,
so
I really like the. I mean, just the show as a whole, but like the first 2 episodes really got me into it. But like I said, I know it's not going to be the same for everyone.
yeah.
But one thing I will say, I want when we talk about the cut and paste of so many things nowadays, I want more creative stuff like this.
Yeah. I mean, we
When we
asked for
talk
that
about
after WandaVision, and we got Virtue Signal, the neutered soldier, as the follow up.
yeah, I
So
mean
be
we did
careful what you
finally
wish
get
for.
yeah we finally did get Wonder Man, which I thought I was very surprised how much I liked that.
Agreed.
And
Agreed. But I don't
I
feel like Wonder Man is super creative. It's just very
it's
heartfelt.
it's no it's just yeah that right there. But
So
like when I think creative, I think like the idea where remember back in was that 22 when we saw Everything Everywhere All at Once, and just how
super
just
creative.
super creative
So
and original,
yeah.
and they did the multiverse better than the MCU
Oh yeah. And
did.
then if you turn around and look at Data's other big movie that he was in following up, Love Hurts, heartfelt.
Yeah, heartfelt.
Not a
Yeah,
good movie. It's just heartfelt. Like it's a heartfelt martial arts love story. Anyway.
yeah.
All right. So ratings out of 10. If you're not watching in black and white, are you even watching? What do you give this?
Yeah, I gave the first episodes, first 2, 7.5. I didn't do that but like thinking about it, it for me it got better as it went on. So my rating next week
Yeah.
will
Yeah, I mean, we'll do
show
what we
that.
do.
But yeah,
We'll do 2 at a time for the next couple weeks, maybe. But yeah. Yeah, I give it a 5.1. Mainly because, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I just could not like pay attention. Like, I tried. I was trying. I had to like sit down and like force myself to watch the second episode today. And I kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, and finally it's like 5:30, and it's like we're recording in an hour and a half. I should really watch this. But yeah, I mean, like I said, like I'm down to keep watching. I love the style of the show. I love the look and feel of the show. Yeah. All right, you want to move on to the last one?
yeah.
Since we're trying to keep this at a tight hour.
Yeah.
All right. Mandalorian and Grogu. I'm going to admit I was surprised by my score.
I guarantee you I was more surprised by my score than
I
you
was
are
more
yours.
surprised by your score as well, but
I mean, I was extremely surprised how much I like this movie. Like, I thought that, and again, when we went before, it came out, one of the things we both said is, hey, if this is Mandalorian season 1 and 2, hey, I'm all for it. If this season, a Mandalorian season 3 or Book of Boba Fett is gonna crash, it's gonna be a no for me, dog.
yeah.
For me, at least, it was definitely that season 1/2, and also, this felt like pretty much like 4 or 5 episodes that were actually cut into a movie.
Oh no,
wait.
there are episode breaks. This was
yeah.
the first 4 episodes of season 4, and maybe 4.5, maybe for the first 5 episodes,
Because there are
we
things
don't
that
actually get a
happen.
lot of runtime in this show anyway.
Yeah. Because there are things that happen in here where I'm like, okay, this is fine for an episode of TV, but for a movie, it's going a little bit too long.
Yeah.
But I adored this movie. We were talking about heartfelt, and yes, there are callbacks to episode 4 that I know people are going to miss.
I mean, there's callbacks to the Christmas special. There's callbacks to
There's
the
that
first
too.
season of The Mandalorian. There's callbacks to the second season of The Mandalorian. I will say this.
Well,
I'm happy that the Razor Crest didn't just show up. The new Razor
it,
Crest.
right. I was wondering how they were going to do that. And you know what? It works.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Here's my thought is bring it back for seasons. Do 6-episode seasons of the show. Do time jumps in between the seasons though, like couple years.
Yes.
And have Sigourney Weaver pop in every now and then. She was great in this. She was probably one of my favorite things about it. As General Yao or Zhang or whatever his I'm doing a Last Airbender thing there. But no, I thought that she was really, really good as Ward, Colonel Ward. I'm gonna say I like, if you're gonna have Jeremy Allen White in a movie, let's see Jeremy Allen White in a movie, you know. But as Rhoda, I liked Rada the Hutt. You know, there were some things. The Hutts not speaking Hutties as much. Nal Hutta only having the budget to have 3 Hutts on the planet at any given time. Was interesting. You watch the show and you see why the Republic got blown up by the First Order, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. They're a bunch of retards.
Incompetent, man.
Just yeah. The director, like director squadron, was in full force. What was it? Rick Famuyiwa, however you say it. Like he was like with the little like 2-finger salute thing, like, you know, like he was like the most casual, like he was the definition of fly casual.
Fly casual.
Just fly casual. Well, I don't know. Matthew Willig. Wait, not Matthew Willig. Coin. The guy that played Coin. Johnny Conway. I liked him. I liked him a lot. But yeah, I just think it was a TV series. It was a long episode. It was a very special after school special version of The Mandalorian. My biggest gripe, and I took an entire point off the movie for this. Let Grogu grow up. Don't keep him a baby. Like, yes, he had the most development he's had since he got introduced. But if these things stay babies for hundreds of years, there's no way they're a species.
No.
Like, none whatsoever. Like the Viltrumites, they live for thousands of years. Guess what? They age until they're like 25, and then their aging slows down to a snail's pace. Like, let's go. That's the way to do it. Like, if you want to have a near immortal race that lives for hundreds, thousands of years, that's how you do it. You can't have a fucking baby for
300 years.
It's however many years. Yeah. And you know, and the waddling around in the jungle, like, there was no actual presence to the puppet. And that took me out of it. And then the little Babu Frick things, I'd have been perfectly fine if they weren't in the movie.
Yeah. So when the second the credits start rolling, I said that, I was like, as much as he developed, because I loved his development in here, as far as a character, from a character standpoint, the fact that they did not, one, to start the movie, have like time jump it so he's a little bit bigger,
right?
And 2, he's still not talking. He's still doing the baby noises. Yeah. That was the biggest issue for me. And it's like, yes, that is cute. Yes, that, like, the women.
What did I tell you they're doing? They're doing the baby Groot thing. He's just baby Groot. Yeah. Like they're like, you know, and at least Marvel was smart enough to be like teenage Groot, and then, you know, finally another Groot. But it's just, it's not this. It's just, this ain't it. Like, you know, I thought it was AI. What are we talking about?
What? Yeah, I like your
You
idea
missed
though.
the
Like, oh yeah, so stupid. I God, he's a knucklehead.
well, he beat a
But
tow truck driver up, so, and his girlfriend apparently.
yeah.
Allegedly.
So yeah. But anyway, what you said about bringing this back, because
Yeah.
again, there's stuff, and going back to what you were saying, I did not like the Hutts not speaking Huttese at all.
They did a
That
little
was
bit to each other, right? But like,
right.
you know, like,
That was a little bit of a cop out,
yeah.
and it actually reminded me of watching when I was just talking about God of War Laufey trailer, and she goes into this other world and everybody's speaking English. It's like that breaks immersion. Have them speaking whatever language, and then she gets some way that she learns. She can be able to translate.
Well, it's like in Invincible in the comic when Mark's like, "You speak English," and they're like, "What's English?" Like that's just
Yeah.
they all speak English. That's the gag,
Right.
but they don't know it's English. Yeah, I just think there was that like this scene where he kept going back and getting the fish. Like I don't think any of that needed to happen.
No, that was fine, but again, that's that whole scene there. That's
Yeah.
what I was talking about. That was fine for a TV show, but
Yeah.
that went on too long. That was one of those things they should have been like, okay, you know what? We need to trim this down a little bit.
Yeah, like fighting the scaleless snake thing in the water was cool, especially then when it ate the huts. That was fun.
Just Mando or Din, whatever you want to call him, his fight scenes were great.
Yeah.
Like, talk about just kicking ass. And we've seen that in the show, but this was another level because he was doing it so much in a shorter time frame.
And Brendan Wayne and Lateef Crowder were back as
as
the stand-ins, and Lateef, like if he's throwing like knee strikes and like fighting like he's a badass martial artist, that's this guy Lateef Crowder, who is just amazing. You can look him up on the internet. He's got like skill for days. And then with any kind of the shooting stuff and stuff like that, that's like the Brendan Wayne character and I think Brendan Wayne is the one who's mostly in the suit. But the whole like, we took your helmet, now we will disgrace you. And it's like, he's taken the helmet off like 15 times in the goddamn show. He doesn't care about taking the helmet off anymore.
Well, he does, and I will say this: Pedro did a actually good job showing how uncomfortable he still is, showing his face.
I mean, if you look like Pedro Pascal, you'd be uncomfortable showing your face too.
But I do like what he said though, where he's like, talking about that. He's like, not if you're dead,
Yeah.
or not if I kill you.
Yeah.
Which I was like, okay, fair point.
And we did get the I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold, or whichever way it is.
Yeah, you're right. No, that's how it said. He says it.
But yeah, here's one thing I wanted to see that we didn't get, and I understand why we didn't get it. But like, I would have replaced like all of the Babu Fricks thing with just him and Zeb, Kara Zeb Orielos working on the Razor Crest to make it a smuggler's dream ship.
Yeah.
And talking about the Ghost and the Ghost crew. Like, I really would have loved to hear that because like it'd have been cool to like have Zeb tell him a story about Kanan.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm so glad that Steve Blum is back as the voice, who is also a seminal Wolverine voice as well with X-Men Evolution. But like we had enough Zeb. Don't get me wrong. Like, there was, but the whole little Babu Frick things like the baby, the baby, and it's like, the little ship was like a gag. It was funny. The ship was actually like a Kenner toy back in the day. If you don't
really?
know, yeah. So there was some of that. But yeah, I just think at the end of the day, pleasantly surprised at how much fun I had watching this for about 75% of it.
So, like I said, as a Star Wars movie, it's meh. It's okay.
Yeah.
As a Mandalorian movie, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I mean, and again, I enjoyed it overall, but like if I'm just talking about like Star Wars and what I want to see from Star Wars,
Right.
this is not really what I want to see from a Star Wars movie per se.
Right.
But that doesn't discount the fun I had with this movie.
Right. Yeah. No, I think that it's just one of those things that it was, like I said, it was fine. It was good in parts. In other parts, it was, okay. But at the end of the day, it was a fun movie to watch. It was a fun movie to see. And if you want to go see it, the Tuesday, I saw it on Tuesday when the movie was like $6, $6 or $7. And like, had I paid full price, I probably would have given it a lower score.
That's funny how that happens.
Right. I feel like for $7 or less, it's a good thing. If you have kids who like Star Wars, take them to see this. Like, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Kids will love this.
But the other thing that bothered me, it was the what is the chess game called?
I don't know.
I used to know. Dejaric.
Okay.
So it's the holographic chess. In the gladiator pit with Rhoda when Coin had him fighting and he was going to kill him anyway. That was equal parts cool and cringe to me.
Okay. I'm going to say, I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Not for you, but in general, the use of the word cringe is really getting old.
I don't really use cringe a lot.
Yeah, I was going to say you don't use it. But
So,
I'm just saying, like,
it gave me the ick.
people.
How about that?
Oh my gosh, that's even worse.
So, honestly, I looked at it and I said, I thought this was AI. What are we doing? And then I looked for a tow truck driver, man. And I couldn't find one.
You're on a roll, buddy. Oh, that's an oldie but good.
I gotta redo this sound. That was something new. Anyway, I saw as soon as the first game piece came out, I was like, oh, I know where we're going with this. And then the second one came out, and I was like, oh, we are going here, okay. And then they zoom out when the laser fence went down, and it's like.
See, I was like, I absolutely loved it.
I get it, and I think if Star Wars wasn't so bad for the most part right now, I probably would have had a more visceral happy reaction than visceral throw up in my mouth action.
Yeah. See, I was all sorts of like, oh, that's hilarious and cool, just grinning like an idiot.
Yeah. All right. Scene. So, Daryl.
Yep.
Out of 10, why you got a Bart Simpson Grogu?
7.5.
7.5. That's a lot.
Yeah. Again. It is.
That's a monster hand.
So this is a movie I will absolutely buy when it comes out on not streaming, but the physical, because I'm that guy now. Mm-hmm. And I will be watching it again.
Cool.
More than once.
Yeah. So I gave it a 6.2 out of 10. Like I think that's a very good score for this movie. If Kenny were here, he would say it was actually an 8 out of 6.2 out of 8 since I don't give anything 10s. But I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. I feel like my nits to pick, other than the Grogu thing, are relatively minor. And I do think it looked really good. I will say, I had a buddy say this was the worst film Jon Favreau's ever directed. And I kindly sent him the trailer to the Lion King, live action Lion King.
Yes.
That was awful. The Jungle Boy was fun.
Jungle Book.
The Jack Perry was fun. But yeah, anyway. So
Jack Perry.
Any last words?
No, this was for the most part, this was a good week. Well, one, glad you're back. Glad we're back, back in the saddle.
I know. I didn't even talk to you until Tuesday. You were like, "Are you back?" I'm like, "Oh yeah."
No, it was
Monday.
it was
Monday?
Tuesday.
Yeah. No, Monday or
Monday.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
You were like, "Are you back?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm back." And then I just said yes.
Well, because it didn't seem like you were gone that long.
I was gone for a whole week.
And then I know, but I you know why? I'm sorry, Ben Reilly took up my time.
It's because you missed me.
I was focused on Ben Reilly and his wacky zany adventures.
It's because you missed my 9 a.m. phone calls when I'm driving home from the gym. It's a short drive now too, so it's like anyway. All right. Well, that's it. We'll be back next week. We're gonna talk about He-Man and Citadel and the further adventures of Ben Reilly. And we might go back and revisit the last half of Running Point because I'll leave that up to Daryl. But anywho, on that note, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for sticking with us while we've been out the last couple weeks. And we will talk to you next week. Remember, be infamous. The Infamous Podcast is recorded in Kings Mills, Ohio, just north of Cincinnati. You can find new episodes every Sunday on Apple Podcast, YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcast, our website, or anywhere podcasts are downloaded. This show is hosted by Daryl Jasper and me, Brian Tudor. To find more information about the show, visit us at infamouspodcast.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Infamous Podcast to keep up with the show. We also have a Patreon page, patreon.com/Infamous Podcast. We have some great rewards for our patrons and are looking for help to grow the show to bring you more of the content you want to hear. Music for this podcast is provided by Michael Henry from meetmichaelhenry.com. So, whenever you're listening to us, have a great day, night, evening, weekend, whenever it is, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for listening.